Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to episode 53. Yeah, isn't that great? We've been together for 53 episodes, those of you who have listened from the start. So I am about to start on our, I want to say, I believe I am in the sense that it's my plan, but my plans are always subject to what the direction of spirit guides. So this is my plan that I'm going to share with you. I want to do a series, making friends with the word awareness with a capital A. As many of you know, I have been a devoted A Course in Miracles student and teacher. And in the last few years, really since Melissa passed in 2018, my daughter, those of you who don't know, I've become more and more a spokesperson for non-duality because that is the only thing that 100% has the language that describes my connection. It's embedded in A Course in Miracles. And for the last 52 episodes, I've been finding the oneness language as much as possible in my podcasts. But if we're going to be really honest with each other, which I strive always to be, I am one of those people who have not been at home with the non-dual word awareness. I couldn't quite 100% substitute the feeling, the felt sense of I, Rosalind, with I awareness. I just didn't buy it all the way. And I thought, well, it's just that word. Let's just find another word. And so I've used other words. And I've encouraged people in my non-dual classes to find their own words for the experience when I take people into that meditation where you're not at least you're not only a personal self. There's that sense of relaxing into space or relaxing into oneness or relaxing into changing that personal reference to allowing the oneness reference because we can feel it. But something happened today, and I'm not sure what it is, but a door opened to that word, and I want to see if I can share it with you. Now, let's just step back a minute and talk about the word purification. Some people say that A Course in Miracles is non-dual, but it starts where we are, which is a belief in separation. And both non-duality and A Course in Miracles say that is the only problem. If we know there's no separation, then we have no problems and there's only oneness. Close the book, close the discussion, no ACIM gather, we're all home. But that's not the case, or we wouldn't be having these dialogues. But I had a little problem with the word purification. The Course says we need to be purified, but I didn't understand that because if we have no sin, what are we purifying? I think of purify as remove the toxins, take away the poison, clean it up. And we're supposed to be wholly clean, whole. Well, here's what I get today, and probably you've gotten it 30 years ago. The purification is only on that one belief. It's not on who we are. It's obviously, I understand. I probably could have said this with my mind, but I didn't get it with my heart. I had a resistance to purification. I think because of personal feelings of imagined unworthiness. But now that that is more and more disappearing, I understand it had nothing to do with that. The Course is helping us purify our minds. What does that mean? That means in the belief of separation. So, yeah, I had a problem with purification, never used that word in all these years. I've been a Course person since the late 80s. Never used that word for myself or in my language. I get it this morning. And that somehow was connected. Maybe it's not connected, but both happen. And the opening to the word purification in the sense of an understanding, I have no resistance to that word any longer. And I've opened to awareness. So I want to take you first on a little journey. And if I begin in a way you've done before, stay with me because I'm taking it somewhere else. I'm taking it the place I went. And we have a limited number of ways that we can connect to our felt sense of knowing that we're more than a body and we're more than our small mind, we're more than our feelings, our thoughts, and our behaviors. And what is that connection? And one of those is when you connect to the you that was 20, you had certain thoughts and feelings, you had a certain body type, body image, you had a certain personality. And most people lately that I talk to really believe, and I mean believe in the sense that they would swear on it, that they are their personality. And that maybe they have a soul if they're spiritual, or they have a spirit. But the belief that their core is, I think they would fight to the death that they are their personalities. And so when I ask this question of when you were 20 and you had different thoughts and feelings and a different personality, and then I ask about when you were 15 and you were interested in different things and you wanted different things, you disliked certain things, even certain foods you liked and disliked that might be different. And yet, isn't there something that's still the same you? Recently, people have been fighting me because they go, oh no, I'm in different me's. And, you had the appearance of different yous. You rebelled, you had different fascinations, different obsessions. Maybe you didn't. But even if you did, when you say your name, do you not resonate that that is the same you? I think most of us would say yes. And I could take you through all the different ages. Same would be true at 5. And many of you have done this before. So I won't take you through all the ages. You know where this is going. Now, let's take this to a new place. What is it that is aware that you're the same being you always were, even though you're a different size, different interests, maybe even different personality? Well, you can say it's the observer. Some people would say it's the observer. No big surprise there. But what is aware that there's an observer? Are we going behind the observer right now? What is it that is aware that there's an observer? Well, we could say just awareness. So now today, let's just visit awareness that's aware of the observer. The observer is kind of close to you. It has an opinion. Oh, you're doing well, you're following the meditation, or you're not, you're all distracted, you're judging her. That's the local observer. But let's just get into awareness that's aware of the observer. Does that awareness have an age? Does that awareness have a form? Does that awareness have a size, a color skin, a sex, a gender? Is it sexual? Is it attracted to certain things, or does it just observe? Could we say that awareness has no qualities? If you're there, that's the good news. Now let's go to other people. The appearance of other people. Pick someone. Maybe someone that you're having trouble with. If not, pick someone you like. Pick someone. And if you really like them or you don't care for them, they probably have some strong characteristics. They're really kind, they're really generous, they're really mean, they're really picky, they're really critical, they blah, blah, blah. Characteristics, right? Now, when this person you met or you know, they're whatever age they are, take them back to when they were 20 or 10 or 5 and see them with, imagine their interests. If they're a guy, maybe they had trucks, or maybe they played cowboys, or maybe they did sports. And take them back, or take them forward. You pick the ages. You do the inquiry. They were this way, they were that way. They had these likes, they had these dislikes, interests. And another age. And yet, Are they always them? And when you get into observing your observer who's taking in that sameness that's always been with them, is that sameness any different from your awareness that wasn't a form, that didn't have any qualities? Are we not talking about what is completely essential, the essence of ourselves? Pure awareness. Has no qualities. Are you with me? It's what's underneath the different ages that had qualities. Good at this, bad at that, like this, dislike that. Our essential nature. If just for today, we would call that awareness, pure awareness. It's that one being. That one being that's in us, that's inside, behind, underneath the personality. We believe it resides in our body, but it seems to have no form. The body is limited, but do we know if awareness is limited? I think that's the big hookup. I'm not sure there's a better word for connecting to the observer that's behind the observer and having a word that also refers to God. Non-duality means one being, not two. So let's go now and have a little fun with lesson 38. I want to give homage to Bill Free, who translated, I think it was in 2019 or 20. He spent, I think, a whole year, and maybe he's still doing it now on his in certain platforms, where he redefines A Course in Miracles in non-dual language. It makes a big difference. So let's look at lesson 38, using this new word awareness for ourselves, pure awareness, and for the one being that includes our brothers, our sisters, and God. It's everything because it's not limited in space and time. But let's just see what the Course says, just changing those words. There is nothing my awareness cannot do. So let's even take off the my. The original words are, there is nothing my holiness cannot do. Lesson 38. What if we say again, there is nothing pure awareness cannot do? Let's read it from that way. Awareness reverses all of the laws of the world. It's beyond every restriction of time, space, distance, and limits of any kind. Pure awareness is totally unlimited in its power because it establishes both you and the Son of God and your brother as the one mind and the Creator. Ooh, I know I'm stepping on some toes. Some people want to have a creator and then you. But if there's no separation, if there's not a separate you, then we don't have to be separate from creation or the Creator. I don't think we can do this partially. I think I and most of us have been trying to go some of the way and hold back on going all the way. And I'm here to say, let's go all the way. Let's go to lifting the veil of enlightenment. Let's go to knowing what truth is. Number 2, through pure awareness, the power is made manifest. Through pure awareness, the power is made available. And there is nothing pure awareness cannot do. Pure awareness can remove all pain and end all sorrow and can solve all problems. It can do so in connection with a believed separate self and with a perceived other person. It is equal in its power to help all because it is the power. What does anybody need to be saved from? So the last phrase, power to save anyone. And I ask you, who needs saving? What needs saving? If we know we are pure awareness, the one. If you are pure awareness, so is everything. The original sentence said, if you are holy, so is everything God created. Let's try it again. So you see, it's cementing in, if we do it that way, there's 2. It's cementing in the separation. I'm grateful that the Course was written for those of us who believe in separation, because I couldn't have gone straight to non-duality. I wouldn't have even understood the words. But just take this in. Let's just go back to the connectors. We go back to our different ages. And though everything is different, the body, the mind, the personality, the likes, the dislikes, every age, there's still something that's us. And then we're aware of that. And you say, okay, I'm aware all day long. That's my observer. That's my witness. And now, one step back. What is it that knows, that is aware of your witness, that knows there is a perceiver witness? Something perceives the perceiver, and that has no opinions. If you've gone back with me, you have no opinions now. Can you feel the relief of letting go the personality, the thoughts, the beliefs, even separation? Now let's come back. If pure awareness is everything, we can apply the power of everything to all problems, difficulties, or suffering in any form that the small mind can think of. We will make no distinctions because there are no distinctions. That's one of the most important lines in the whole course. And that's because people want to say, oh, I'm just a little ticked off, or I'm just a little frustrated. They don't want to say I'm angry, but it's all on the continuum of anger. Now, if we go back to what I've just been sharing today, could it be that awareness is angry? Yes. Awareness is playing in the one life that we share. I hope that you are experiencing some of the opening that I'm experiencing. There is nothing pure awareness cannot do, because the power is pure awareness. Let's just let that in. What if that really is true? You are not separate. You are the one. You are the embodiment of the one. You represent the one. You need no fixing. Everything that was not of love, that appeared as though it was not of love, was exactly the way it was supposed to be. Everything belongs to pure awareness. If there is such a thing as the oneness, then everything is the oneness, no exceptions. Is that not a relief? Can we just bask in that everything is okay just the way it is? No more beliefs. My good friend Doug Fishman says beliefs have that lie right in the middle of it, L-I-E. I can't say that word without that reminder. Thanks, Doug. You're with me every day, because beliefs come up every day. And I have to recognize, that beliefs are lies. So what we're going to today, we're going to keep on doing this, because I don't think this is a one-time experience. And the experience is the right word. We want to own this. We want to embody this. This is not, this meaning enlightenment, awareness, waking up, is not a mind thing, a head thing, an intellectual thing, a conceptual thing. Yes, concepts can open doors. We certainly can't get there if we're in a fight with it. But we need proof. We need to investigate ourselves. And most of all, we need to discover the experience. So I'm with you today. I'm coming back with you. I look forward to exploring this again and again until we no longer forget. Bye for now. Have a great one.